All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. You know we got to get into these cases. I know y'all love them. The Apple leather cases for the 14 Pro Max. All right, now I recently, when the phone was first announced, I went out and bought the new umber color, but I was like, nah, I'm not doing that, man. You know how I get down when it comes to the official Apple cases. I'm going to buy all of them. All right, so I went yesterday and bought all of the colors for the iPhone 14 Pro Max. Now at the end of this video, no, we're not returning these bad boys. I'm gonna give them away to y'all as long as you got a 14 Pro Max and you're in the US. So at the end of the video, I'll show you the details so you can go out there and win you one. All right, no strings attached. Just shoot me your address, I'll send them to you. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and let's go ahead and start off with the one that I already been using since it's already open. Let's go ahead and start off with the new umber color. All right, but we also have, and they all have official colors. All right, we got midnight, we have forest green, all right, we got orange, which is very dope. I can't wait to see what that looks like. And we have the ink color, so that looks very good as well. All right, so let's go ahead and check out the umber color. Now, of course, we'll check out all the rest of them once we're at the end, and I'll show you how they look on the space black. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it, man. Nothing to really look at when it comes to the packaging. Y'all kind of already know what's going on when it comes to the leather cases. All right, now I always like to review these, and I know a lot of people say, yo, T, they don't change year after year, but I want to review this because every year I feel like there's something that changes with the leather case, whether it's the quality of the leather, whether it's the fit, something is always a little bit tweaked. And let's see if that's the case when it comes to the leather case. All right, so going ahead and look at it. You get that umber color, which I feel like is such a nice color. All right, so classic Apple things. You get that nice felt material on the inside. You do get that MagSafe ring, as you can see. You get your buttons that actually match with the case. I think that's a very clean lick. You get your accurate speaker cutouts and everything like that. When it comes to the leather, I mean, I know with these leather cases, you really have to use them over time to see what that quality is hitting on, but I mean, it feels good, all right? I know y'all think I hate these cases, but they're not terrible. Sometimes I wish they were just priced a little bit cheaper, but what can you say, man? I mean, it's Apple, it is what it is when it comes to their cases. So let's go ahead and bring the scale over here. Let's see what these weigh, because these cases are very light, all right? And we're talking about 30 grams when it comes to the leather case from Apple. So let's go ahead and grab the space black, and let's go ahead and slap it on. All right, you wait for that animation. Boom, you get that nice animation, and that's something right there that you pay for. You don't get that with any other case, all right? I just love that little, it's just real Apple, man. But anyway, let's go ahead and step through it real quick. On the top side, you see it's gonna be completely closed. Now on that left side, you see everything is closed but that power button. Power buttons, nice and tactile, no issues, not mushy or anything when it comes to the buttons. Flipping it over on the back, you see you get those accurate cutouts on the bottom and on that left side. Volume up, volume down, which is very nice and tactile, no issue. Has a very tight mute toggle switch, but you can get your fingernail in there and get it. Would like to see that a little bit bigger, but I mean, Apple's not listening to me, man, so I don't know. I'm just preaching to the choir at this point, so it is what it is. And flipping it over on the back, you see you do have that raised camera lip, so your cameras are protected when you are talking about putting it down. And actually, when we are talking about putting it down, we always got to hit the wobble test, and Apple was doing nothing for the wobble, all right? This phone, this case is going to wobble when you're talking about putting it on the desk. You know, it is what it is. So let's go ahead and take a look at that lay on the table protection. I am rocking that Spigen tempered glass screen protector. Now, when it comes to these leather cases, we're not meant for anything kind of drop protection, all right? Now, it does have a little lip that goes all the way around it. I've heard people running these cases for their entire time of owning the iPhone, and they've dropped it, and it survives, all right? So these cases, they actually have a little bit of protection when you're talking about everyday drop protection. Just don't focus on anything that's too heavy duty, all right? You might be in trouble, but it does have a little lip that goes all the way around it, and you can set it down on the table, and I think you'll be just fine when you're talking about that lay on the table protection, all right? Now, how does this case fit on the phone? You know, we always got to say that. How does this case fit on the phone? Now, I had little mixed feelings when it comes to the fit of the leather case, all right? So, of course, when we're talking about pulling and tugging, there's nothing. That's always been the deal when it comes to Apple cases. They've always fit very well when you're talking about pulling and no material is tugging. It's always been very rigid all the way around. But when it comes to leather cases, I mean, this doesn't give me like a snap to let me know it's in. That lets me know it's in. That doesn't let me know what's going on. It kind of just, just suctions on the phone itself. But in my opinion, I feel like this top left corner just doesn't do anything for me. It's not a certified snap. It kind of just falls in there. I don't know. This is not giving me what I really want when it comes to a case that's what, 60 some bucks. It's just not giving me what I want when it comes to that, man. So the fit is okay. I feel like you really have to purposely kind of force it on and off. But for this price, I would like for it to just snap up there just a little bit more reassurance. So the fit, when it comes to being rigid around the phone, Apple always has down pat. But when it comes to this fit, I know a lot of people say it can be so hit or miss. You know what I mean? And in my opinion, these two corners are very snug and pops on. These two corners, not so much. So it's okay when it comes to like snapping on and different things like that. And how does it feel in your hand? This is one thing that I really want to start using a leather case. And I thought about doing like a 30-day challenge when I use nothing but the leather case, because people always say over time the leather case really, you know, adapts the oils to your hands. And you already know with these leather cases, especially if you get a lighter color, it's going to patina over time because of the oils and the different things on your hands are going to transfer to the case. And that's when this case gets a lot of grip, because originally when you first hold it for the first time, it's going to be a little slippery. All right, that's just what this leather, you know, the characteristic of this leather that they use. But over time it will start to get grippy, and I know a lot of people say that. If you use a leather case, you already know what I'm talking about. So feels good in the hand. It doesn't feel bulky. It keeps the device very thin. That's kind of what I like about Apple cases. It keeps everything very uniform. It gives it to that right to the highest point of feeling like you have a case on, and then it stops because it keeps things fairly thin. So bringing MagSafe over here, and I hope I do still have this MagSafe plugged in. And do we have it? Yep. All right, so works just fine with MagSafe. Of course, you're going to get the whole official, you know, everything when it comes to magnets. But when it comes to magnet strength, one thing Apple really hasn't been, it's just okay. It's like middle ground, all right? You know, my scale to 1 to 10, 10 being the strongest, Apple magnets have always been very middle ground, all right? Nothing too groundbreaking. It's not going to pick up this bad boy right here. And a lot of case companies aim to be, you know, 2 times stronger, 5 times stronger than the Apple MagSafe. So works just fine. I mean, you wouldn't have any problems. Your magnet have to be really, really weak to not work with a lot of MagSafe accessories. So it's going to work just fine. And I know a lot of people say over time you do get a ring if you use MagSafe every single day and things like that. You might develop a little magnet ring around the back. That's just something you got to think about. All right, now let's go ahead and bring our accessories over here. Let's go ahead and bring a few over here. All right, now I didn't get any new color Apple leather cases, wallets, so this is going to be a little off, you know what I mean? But it is what it is. So popping this on, you know, you get your little MagSafe wallet. And in my opinion, man, this just doesn't give me a certain, I feel like when it comes to Apple on Apple accessories, I feel like I should just get a little better fit than this, you know what I mean? But that goes back to how strong that Apple magnet is, you know what I mean? So I feel like it just moves a little bit too much in my opinion when it comes to the wallet. Now slapping the actual battery pack up there, this is up there. This is up there good. You don't have any issues with this. I don't think this is going to come off by itself. Leather case, I think leather on this type of leather, just the friction of this just moves around just a little bit too much, and it kind of just doesn't give you that grasp, all right? Bringing the big boy MagSafe battery pack over here, if this is what you want to rock to give you that maximum juice, this is good as well. I mean, it pops off, but it's up there. If you do a heavy shaking, it will come off, but for just popping it up there, no, it does also get the job done. So let me go ahead and clear this off. Just like I stated, man, let me go ahead and pop all of the other colors up there so you can see what they're looking like on this Space Black 14 Pro Max. All right, now here is that forest green right here. So this is a very nice color as well if you're into green, and if that's your thing, very nice contrast. I don't think you go with any of these colors when we're talking about the leather case, man. So this actually contrasts very well. So here is the forest green on that Space Black. Very, very clean look. Now this right here is that orange, all right? Now this right here is straight up pressure, yo. This orange is very, very nice. I can't even knock it. Like, you know, kind of like my Tampa Bay Buccaneers, even though we caught that L last night to the Chiefs, man, but it's all good. But very nice. I really like that. You see the buttons, you get that metallic orange. Very, very nice. And you also get that metallic, you know, green. This matches as well when it matches to the cases. So very, very nice touch. So this orange on this black, I might actually run this combo. So I'm really, really liking this right here. So here's going to be the orange. Here is that ink. All right. I feel like this is a very popular color with the purple and the actual Space Black. Keeps things very stealthy. All right. I really like this color combination right here. This is also a very nice color. You already know when it comes to the buttons, you're going to get those dark, almost like deep blue buttons right there. Man, it's really tough. I really want to use one of these, but I'm actually giving these away, but I will buy one for myself, so I will use it. So here is going to be the ink color Probably, this is up there close to that orange right here. And we got this midnight, all right? And this is gonna be close to black as you're gonna get. You know, Apple just doesn't wanna give us a black. It kind of just skates around when it comes to straight up black cases, but this is the close you're gonna get if you wanna keep everything, you know, stealthy and a very clean look, all right? So there it is, man. We got the umber color, we got the ink, we got the orange, and we got the forest green, all right? Now, the question that's hard to answer is, should you buy the Apple leather case, all right? Now, if you like Apple cases, I say go for it, all right? They are some of the most refined leather cases that's out there on the market. But if you want a little bit more protection than what the leather cases provides, I feel like there are a lot of other great options, especially when you're talking about Nomad, especially when you're talking about Bullstrap, Journey, Bellroy. There are a lot of people who make nice leather cases, but honestly, although I don't like Apple leather cases and Apple cases like that, I can't deny that leather cases do look good. And I'm just curious as how they wear over time. So it's a mixed bag for me on should you buy. It's a toss up. If you want, and if you like Apple cases, I feel like it's a pretty good buy, all right? But there are a lot of options out there when it comes to leather cases, and we are going to get into them. We're going to compare to the Apple leather case. Now, giveaway time, all right? I don't want to make y'all wait to the end, but let's go ahead and get into the giveaway. Now, the way I'm doing this, we're going to keep things very simple. Look, you ain't got to subscribe. I want you to do that anyway because of me. If you don't, that's all good, but I want you got to be in the US, you got to have a 14 Pro Max, and you must reply to your comment, all right? Not the spam Telegram, you want a prize comments, because we know how YouTube spam is going on. But all I need you to do is write in the comment section, yo, T, I want that case, and then you put what color you want. But you got to have a 14 Pro Max, all right? I'm going to give the giveaway about a week, and then I'm going to respond to your comment to say, yo, you won. I'm going to hit you up on social media. Make sure you got either Instagram, Twitter, something, and hit me up, all right? And you're going to need to verify that you won, but hit me up on the socials. We'll kind of, we'll talk in the comment section, but in a week's time, set your calendar, set your time for next Monday to be paying attention to your comment, because I will respond to you directly and say you won. All you gotta do is give me your shipping address and I will ship these out to you. And you never know, I may throw another little goodie in here when it comes to accessories, man. So y'all let me know, man. Apple leather cases for the 14 Pro Max this year. Get subbed up, man. Make sure you turn that bell on so you don't miss these videos, because you know we got them coming for the 14 Pro Max. But everyone be safe. Catch you on the next one. Later.